we're here at the Shoe Healer in Doncaster and we're getting lots and lots of shoes sent in. It's amazing. We've got loads of work coming in. It's coming from all over the world. The postman is in all the time with boxes, and shoes generally turn up with a little bit of a letter. Not a love letter, just a "Dear John, these are my shoes, what can you do?" Dear Antony, firstly, thank you for all your YouTube videos. I've spent so much time watching and learning about shoes, and it's wonderful. Right, so my sanders. So these are a pair of beautiful old sanders, and I mean they really are old sanders. They're very old. Look, never been worn. Sanders stamped on the bottom. Lovely heel there. Great shoe. Smells a little bit musty. Never been worn, but they've been on a shelf somewhere, or they've been in a shop, or they've been under somebody's bed, but they're very, very musty. They've not had any air to them. But a lovely, lovely old shoe. Sanders make a different big range of shoes, from budget shoes, which these are, right up to some fabulous shoes. So this being a budget shoe from Sanders is like a high shine leather, a binder leather, bookbinder, side leather, whatever you want to call it, but not the best leather in the world. We look inside and you can see in there, there's a cardboard, Conti board, insole in there, canvas lined as well. Can you see the canvas lining in there? Yep, instead of being fully leather lined, you get this canvas in there. And people would say it's Irish linen, or it's the best canvas, it makes it nice and flexible. It's cheap. It's cheaper than leather. What we really want is you putting your foot into a beautiful, fully leather lined shoe. Anything else is just saving a bit of money, really, in my opinion. You know, some people say when you've got the Irish linen in there, it flexes better in it. Well, I like to see a fully leather lined shoe. So that's the shoe there, and it's having a cover sole on because obviously that sole will be quite slippy. The cover sole will protect the leather sole, which will be old leather. And it might be a little bit dried out, but we'll see. We'll see when we machine it how it goes. These have got a solid plastic heel stack. Now these were very, very popular in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and then they sort of died out a little bit. A solid plastic heel stack, hollow inside, and the heel was just nailed to it. You can't bond to it. Look, look, look. If I just pull on that rubber heel there, look, you can see you just can't bond it. It's absolutely solid. When we saw them wore down a little bit, when we were repairing them, we would build them back up with leather skivers and then nail a heel on. So no solution in just bonding those on. So they're having a cover sole on. The gentleman has also got this beautiful pair of trickers that he's come across, and this pair of trickers here, lovely old shoes, and the sole's worn out, the heel's worn out, but really unfortunate, they've got a crack here. Look at that crack split there. Look, you see, it goes right through the outer leather. Very, very unusual for us to see that on a shoe, especially a trickers. So what can we do with it? Well, what we're going to do is get a nice leather patch and put it in there between the lining and the outer leather and bond it all together and see how it looks. Because the lining's perfect, I can't get my finger through. On the inside, it's absolutely beautiful. That lining on a tricker's shoe is so strong. So we will machine a patch to go inside, inject glue into there, and I should have had a syringe ready. Pause it just there a second, and I'm back. The syringe like this, we put that into the glue pot, suck up some glue, and it's just beautiful for getting, look, into all there, right inside there, that way, and then that way. Get that right in there, put plenty of glue inside there, and this is rubber shoe glue, flexible glue, and then we'll feed a piece of leather in there that's been machined on both sides, so it will stick to the lining and it will stick to the outer upper leather of the shoe, and we'll manipulate that together, and we'll leave the shoe to dry slightly like that. Can you see how that pushes that crack together? Leave it to dry like that, and then when it's set overnight, we'll go like that and see what it's like, and hopefully that will be nice and strong and hold together for a good while. Won't be forever, The worst case scenario is where we have to darn it across, put a few stitches across, makes it super strong but doesn't look very pretty. I've never come across any other way of doing it. I've heard of this filler stuff that some people have, and it doesn't work really. It just, not in this scenario. In somewhere around the back of the shoe or on the toe cap where there's no flexing going off, these fillers might work, but where the leather's getting some movement, piece of leather, glue it together, and that is the strongest way of sorting that out. So that's having a rebuild on those and then that repair on there. We spoke to the customer and he's happy to have that done. So these are out the way. Let's put these down here, and then we another pair turn up like this here. Can we do a strip down and a tidy up on these shoes? So first of all, what we have to do is inspect the shoe, make sure the shoe is all good. And if we look inside this shoe, again, it's a pair of trickers. They've had a liner at some point. Can you see that liner all the way around the back there? They've had a liner in. They've got these horrible insoles in that have all got to come out. This is the insole that was underneath. We'll replace all this, put some new ones in. And then can we tidy up the edges, and can we give these a renomat, a strip down and a repolish? Well, we're going to do it for this gentleman, but we don't normally do this. You can do this yourself. We've shown you how to do it. There's lots of videos out there about stripping your shoes down. The problem with shoes like this is when we go to strip this down, you just don't know how it's going to react on here, and will it get the muck out of the grain here? Look, you see the gentleman's already had a go here. Look, you're getting some marks out of them. How will that go when it's been renomat? We don't know, and it's time and effort, and if you're not getting a good result and something that you can see you've spent your money on, we don't like doing it. You can do that. So what we've also noticed on these is, have a look here. Look, this lining, see the leather lining there starting to come undone, but when we pull it, look, and just, it's starting to just rip and come away because it's all rotten really. It's dried out and gone off. So what we'll do, we'll get our syringe and we'll get some glue down there, and we'll manipulate that glue down the lining and so that it seeps in behind there, and it will just hold that lining together for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years. Just depends how the customer wears the shoe. It's about all you can do really. We can't fully reline a shoe, and these shoes are only half lined anyway, so it's only a strip down here. The rest of it round here has been replaced. We can do that, but this forward part you can't really do much with it. They've been soled and healed at some point, and this has been done a while ago. Look, there's 3 lovely little studs in the front there. Doesn't need them, but it's there. But we just have a quick look here. Look at that. Look, it's coming undone. So if it's coming undone there, it's coming undone back here. Look, that sole will just peel off, and it's just the glue over time has dried up and come loose. So we're saying with this one here, if it's doing it to one, it'll be doing it to the other, and yeah, that's just how they go. So that's another pair of shoes that have come in. I'll put those down there. And then here we have here a beautiful pair of Churches. Look at these here, worn to perfection. They've just worn beautifully. Look at that little hole there. Look, and we've just, it's gone super soft. The heel's worn just beautifully. Gorgeous shoe. The gentleman is wearing those, and he's wearing them absolutely fine. So across here, look, you just see that is leaning over just a little bit, but with a full rebuild, that should level that back up. They could do with a shoe tree in them. Diagonal line across here. Look, you see that diagonal line? What we really like to see across the vamp is a straight line. When you see a diagonal line like that, that usually means the shoe is slightly big for you. So this shoe here, this gentleman might say, no, that's exactly as I like to wear them. They fit me perfectly and they feel good. From my point of view, the shoe is a little bit too big, and you get the line across the vamp diagonally instead of straight. An insole in there will help to make that better. Once the shoe's had a full repair, it will tighten the shoe up a little bit. People sometimes say, I've had my shoes repaired and now they don't fit me. Well, the insole fixes the size of the shoe, but when we put a new sole on there, it pulls the upper ramrod straight, and it pulls on the upper a little bit, and it can make the shoe feel like it's a bit snugger. which it will be, but it's only because it's had a full repair. Whereas the original sole, over time, it's sort of curled up at the edges and it curled up at the toe a little bit, and it's give you a little bit more room inside. Brand new sole on there, ramrod straight again, and it tightens the shoe up a little bit. This customer has also sent us a pair of trickers. Look at the stars on there. The stars on there, these are indicating where this shoe wants stretching a little bit. Just to make the shoe a little bit tight. So the gentleman's put some stars on there. These are where I want it stretching. So we'll get that on the stretching last, stretch it out, stretch it up a little bit, just to give the gentleman a little bit more space. Stretching, of course, is always done at your own risk, because we can't really tell what the leather's like and how it will respond to being stretched. But after 40 years, we have a good idea, so we are careful. So the gentleman said the sole's coming off. Again, similar to the other shoes that we've seen, these shoes might not have been worn for a while. The glue's gone off on the cover sole. The gentleman said, can you reattach that sole? By the time you've cleaned all the shoe up and cleaned all the sole up, which is quite thin now, it's going to get thinner when we machine it, and then we bond it back on, and then we've got to trim the edges and everything. It's just as well to have a new sole fitted, because the new sole will obviously come bigger, and where we don't get this sole back on 100% right, we've got to trim the shoe back to the sole. If it's a big sole, we trim the sole to the shoe. So we've persuaded the customer, let's have a new sole on there. The heels are down by 60%, so we'll have a new heel on there as well. So that's another pair the gentleman brought in, and then a pair of deck shoes. The sole's coming off, easy enough. Remachine all that, prime it, glue it, bond it back together, trim the edges. We've checked the uppers, they're all good. If there was a problem with the uppers, we wouldn't be doing the job. So that's that. We've got another pair here to be on with, and we've got, just have a quick look down there. They're all the ones that have been looked at and are going through the process. So thank you very much. Remember to subscribe. Subscribing is great because it just helps our channel to grow. We have in 100,000 views a month. We've hit the 1 million views altogether, and we've only got 5,500 subscribers. Please subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. Hit the button, be great.